Hello and welcome to Under the Table, where we answer your questions under the table. My name is Terry. Today we have a wonderful guest, vlogger, entrepreneur, and all-around pain in my ass. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Kassie.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Been watching the show since I was a little girl.
Oh wow, did you enjoy the show?
I do.
Then you know, we like to get a little intrusive. Please answer every question with an anecdote or a personal little story. I guess that's the same thing. If you could be in any movie as any character, what would it be?
I would be No Face from Spirited Away, so my only lines would be because I think it'd be really easy and it could be my acting debut. We watched it for the first time in class in the 6th grade and my whole class was like, "Ugh, that movie sucked." And I was like, "Yeah, totally." And then I went out to Blockbuster and secretly got it and never gave it back.
Do you feel like you had any contribution to Blockbuster's downfall?
Absolutely.
Do you and Terry have your own language or words that only the two of you use/understand?
Yeah, there's this video on YouTube that went viral a few years ago. It's called A Marine. Some guy goes, "Hey Marine!" and smacks his sister. It's terrible, but I showed it to Terry and we all laughed and I started calling him Tareen, and then Reen, and then Rune, and then Boon, and now everything just ends with oon. So Boon, Doon, Shoon, Titoon, Groon, and they all, well, most of them have sexual meanings.
Which one's your favorite?
Titoon, you probably know what that is.
Is there something that you and I have different opinions on?
Yeah, you think hip-hop is appropriate for any and every occasion, and I think hip-hop is meant to get turned up. So I don't like it in the morning, I like more ambient music, and you disagree with that.
Why can't you just be turned up all the time?
Because I just can't.
Alright. This next little bit here maybe fits those hip-hop roots. This is the part where we get poetic. We ask that you answer every question in the form of a haiku.
Oh.
That's 575. Let's talk grilled cheese and mac and cheese. Ketchup?
Okay. Ketchup is okay, but not on hot dogs. Stupid. Save it for KD. I don't like when people put ketchup on hot dogs. You gotta do mustard and relish. If you put ketchup, there's something wrong with you. Just my opinion. But with grilled cheese and KD, ketchup's perfect. Although I prefer mustard. I know it disgusts people.
That was an excellent haiku. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
This is nice. We get to share art. It's beautiful. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
I'd put on my shoes and swing my shiny steel toe in a horse's face. Because if they're the size of a duck, then I could just roundhouse kick all of them out of the way. If it's a horse-sized duck, then I might lose, so I don't want to lose.
Wouldn't you stand a chance of losing from 100 duck-sized horses?
100 duck-sized anythings, I think I could, except for piranhas.
Is that what scares you, the size?
The girth.
What would you do if we swapped bodies for one day?
I would take my man looks, hone my awesome privilege, and yell at traffic.
Why yell at traffic? What's the...
Just because it's 5 syllables, I don't think that's,
Okay.
that's what men do.
Now a word from our sponsors.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's what yeah, I know what you mean. Do you suffer from constipation and bloating? Do you walk to the bathroom only to find out relief can't be reached? Then maybe you should try Professor Frink's Stool Softener. Made from peanut butter and whatever pills we could find in the cupboard, this supplement has been cleaning dogs out since 1903. Professor Frink's Stool Softener. It tastes great and frees that sore anal gate. This next part, you may not be familiar. I know you watched the show, but things have changed around here, and this is the part where it gets sexual. I like to undo the blazer for this part.
Okay.
Oh, she's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Relaxed.
Oh, my stomach's like...
From Samantha Palomino.
Nice name. Sexy name.
What's up, Samantha? If you were a jelly bean, which flavor would you be?
I would be durian. Stinky on the outside, creamy on the inside.
How can we change / what did you do to change?
What you could do is you could watch other people change and then see if you can change yourself, but it's personal and it ain't easy being sleazy, so just take your time.
Wow, these are appropriate yet inappropriate at the same time. What is your favorite show to watch together, and would you go on Fear Factor if it were still on?
We've been watching a lot of Dave Chappelle, because we're seeing him on the 16th, and I'm really excited, but as for Fear Factor, I would never go on there because I think it's stupid.
Ooh. A lot less sexy, that one. If you had to eat like a cow dong, would you be able to do it?
No.
Even if it was for $50,000?
No.
$1 million?
No.
What if it was marinated in nice, juicy sauce?
Nice juicy sauce?
Yeah.
Juicy cow dong for $1 million?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even know.
Change your life.
Hypotheticals like that just harm everyone.
This is the part of the show where we answer your questions outside. What is one thing you would do if you were not afraid?
I would go skydiving. I've had 2 chances to go skydiving, and both times I chickened out. And they were like, let's go, yeah! And I was like, I can't. I've just like got the worst fear of heights. So that's how I feel about that.
But you kind of wish you could?
Yeah, I wish I didn't have that like crippling fear of heights.
How about bungee jumping? Would you ever?
No, that's even worse.
How do you feel about the moon?
I like it. I was gazing at it last night around midnight, and I was like, it's a full moon tonight, and Terry's like, no, it's not actually.
3/4. Would you ever like to go to the moon?
Yeah, I would go to the moon.
More afraid of going to the moon or skydiving?
Skydiving. Yeah, I would go to the moon.
This next bit is word association. So I say a word, you say the first thing that comes to mind. Ready?
Got it.
Life.
Vitality.
Shopping.
Capitalism.
Home.
Me.
Puppy.
Cute.
Button.
Cute.
New York City.
Cool.
Trees.
Growing.
Stephen Harper.
Denial.
Trout.
Fish.
Muffin.
Yum.
Comedy.
Funny.
Lana Del Rey.
Sweet.
Under the table.
Nice.
This is the part of the show where it gets a little bit predictable. I ask you questions. I also answer the questions. We find out how good I am at predicting what you will say. If you could live in another country, where would it be and why? I think I know the answer to this one. It's partially why I picked the question.
It's cheating. I would live in Singapore because of the heat and the food and how safe and wonderful it is.
All right, so I wrote Singapore, and I also wrote home because I felt like maybe
Feels like home.
You'd feel like home.
Every time I'm there, I'm like, yes, this is where I belong.
You sound like you're at home there. What is one annoying thing that Terry does that you would miss if he stopped doing it?
Well, you always talk about your plant, and you bring it in, you give it haircuts, and you talk about it, and you know it's annoying, but it's also a little bit endearing.
Aw, it's cute and kind of disheartening. I am unfortunately not as right this time. I wrote eating unhealthy.
That's annoying too. I wouldn't miss it, I don't think.
If you could have one of Terry's physical features on your own body, what would it be and why?
I would have his eyebrows.
Eyebrows!
Wouldn't mind your legs either, they're like perfect.
Something every guy wants to hear. How'd you enjoy the show today? That's pretty much all the questions.
It was great. I'm gonna think about it for the rest of my life. I think I've made it. I think this is it.
This is probably
this is step 1.
Or maybe even the peak of your fame.
This might be the peak. It might all go downhill from here, but I'd say it's worth it. And I would love to stick around, but I've got another engagement. I'm booked solid.
All right. Well, we'll see you later. Thanks very much for joining us on Under the Table, where we answered your questions under the table. Hopefully your question got answered. If not, there's always next time. Peace.